Hi everyone, and welcome to Open Forensics Lab. In this video, we're talking about how to prepare an informative speech. The goal of an informative speech is to teach your audience something that sticks with them. You're not trying to persuade them to take action, and you're not just listing facts. You are helping the audience understand something interesting, meaningful, and well-researched. Informative speeches often focus on new scientific discoveries, medical developments, or innovative technology. Strong informative speeches usually answer three questions. What is this topic? How does it work? And why does it matter? Let's walk through the preparation process in 5 steps. Choosing a topic, researching, organizing the speech, writing the introduction and conclusion, and preparing for delivery. First, choose a topic with social significance. A good informative topic should be specific, current, researchable, and genuinely interesting to you. It should also matter beyond, this is kind of cool. The audience should understand why learning about the topic is useful, surprising, or important. One way to brainstorm is to start broad, then narrow your focus. For example, you might start with a broad area like medicine, then narrow it to disease detection, then narrow it again to something more unique, like breathalyzer tests that detect cancer. As you brainstorm, ask yourself, is this topic socially significant? Is it current or relevant? Am I genuinely curious about it? Can I find credible sources? And does it fit my coach's or tournament's expectations for informative speaking? If you are stuck, look for topic ideas in places that feature new research and surprising discoveries, such as Science Friday, TED Talks, Smithsonian Magazine, or similar educational sources. Second, research deeply. A strong informative speech is built on credible research. Many competitive informative speeches use around 10 high-quality sources. These might include scholarly journals, news reporting, expert interviews, government or nonprofit reports, books, or reputable trade publications. As you research, do not just collect random facts. Look for information that helps you explain the topic clearly. You might look for definitions, background or history, examples, statistics, expert explanations, causes and effects, current developments, future implications. You should also track your source information carefully. When you use evidence in the speech, be ready to include the author or organization, the title, and the publication year. Clear oral citations help the audience trust your information. Third, organize the speech clearly. Most informative speeches have an introduction, 3 main points, and a conclusion. While informative speeches can use several organizational patterns, topical organization is one of the most common. That means the speaker divides the subject into major categories or parts: what the topic is, how it works, and why it matters. For example, if your topic is breathalyzer tests that help detect cancer, your 3 main points might be: first, what the breathalyzer test is; second, how the breathalyzer test works; and third, why this technology could matter for cancer screening, access, and patient outcomes. Whatever structure you choose, make sure each main point has a clear purpose. Fourth, write a strong introduction and conclusion. Your introduction should generally include an attention getter, significance statement, thesis, and preview. The attention getter catches the audience's interest and sets the tone. You might use a short story, startling statistic, quotation, question, or vivid example. The significance explains why the topic matters. Will this affect many people? Could it change how we think, communicate, heal, travel, build, or solve problems? The thesis is one clear sentence that identifies the purpose of the speech. For example, today, I will explain how breathalyzer tests could change the future of cancer detection. Then, the preview briefly lists your 3 main points in order. The body of the speech should then move through those points with clear transitions. A strong transition does 2 things. It briefly reminds the audience what you just covered with an internal review, and indicates what comes next with an external preview. For example, now that we understand what these breathalyzer tests are, we can look at the mechanics of how they work. Your conclusion should restate the thesis, review the main points, and end with a creative closing that connects back to your opening. The conclusion should not just stop. It should leave the audience with a final sense of why the topic matters. 5th, prepare for delivery. Most informative speeches should be delivered smoothly and from memory, though your coach or tournament may allow limited notes. Your delivery should help the audience understand the information. That means using appropriate volume, rate, tone, eye contact, movement, and gestures. One helpful technique is to use the speaker's triangle. Move to a new spot in the room intentionally when transitioning between major sections, rather than pacing randomly throughout the speech or remaining in one spot the entire time. If your speech includes complicated ideas, consider slowing down when explaining key terms. Pause after important claims. Use gestures or visuals to clarify relationships, processes, or comparisons. You should also practice your timing. Many informative speeches have a maximum time of 10 minutes, so a good target is often somewhere between 8 and 9.5 minutes. This gives you room to be clear without risking going over time. A strong informative speech does more than give information. It helps the audience understand something they may not have known before and gives them a reason to remember it. As you prepare, choose a topic that matters, research it deeply, organize it clearly, and deliver it in a way that helps the audience follow the journey. Thanks for watching Open Forensics Lab.